My new husband smashed my daughter's piggy bank and cut all her money in half to teach her about sharing. The bank teller immediately called the Secret Service. My new husband Keith had been eyeing my daughter Lily's piggy bank since he moved in 3 months ago. Every time he walked past her room, he'd make these little comments about how an 8-year-old shouldn't have that much money just sitting around. Kids today don't understand the value of sharing. He'd tell his buddy Ramon over beers in our garage. When I was growing up, everything belonged to the family. No one got to hoard cash like some tiny dictator. The piggy bank wasn't even anything special, just this ceramic cow Lily got from her grandma before she died. But Keith treated it like it was personally insulting him. He'd been unemployed for 6 months when we got married, said he was between opportunities, waiting for the right management position to open up. Meanwhile, my daughter had saved $180 from birthday money and doing extra chores around the neighborhood. Keith started small at first. Hey Lily, shouldn't you help out with groceries since you live here too? Then it escalated. That money could pay for our cable bill. You know how selfish it looks keeping money from your family? Lily would just clutch that cow tighter and tell him it was for summer camp next year. Last Tuesday, I came home from my shift at the hospital to find Keith standing in Lily's room with the smashed piggy bank on her carpet. Ceramic pieces everywhere. Lily sobbing in the corner. But the money, that's what made my blood freeze. He'd taken scissors to every single bill, cut them clean in half. $20 bills, 10s, 5s, even the 1s, all sliced right down the middle. Keith saw me and immediately started his speech. She needs to learn about sharing, Diane. I told her we'd split everything 50-50. Half for her little camp thing, half for the household. But she threw a tantrum, so I had to show her what happens when you're greedy. Look, I made it literal. Half and half. Fair is fair. Lily ran to me holding fistfuls of mutilated money. Mommy, he broke Grandma's cow. He cut all my money. I saved for so long. Keith rolled his eyes. Don't be so dramatic, kiddo. Banks can exchange damaged bills. We'll take your half to the bank tomorrow, get fresh bills. No harm done. Plus now you've learned about contributing to your household. You're welcome. His buddy Ramon was actually in the living room, and Keith called out to him. You believe this, Ray? Kids acting like I committed murder instead of teaching a life lesson. The next morning, Keith insisted on coming to the bank with us. Wanted to make sure Lily properly explained that she was keeping only half for herself and donating half to household expenses. He even coached her in the car. Tell them you want to deposit half into my account. I mean, our household account. For groceries and bills, like a good family member. The teller at First National was this older lady named Dolores, who'd been helping me since I opened Lily's savings account 3 years ago. She took one look at the bag of cut money and her face changed. Lily, honey, what happened to your bills? Keith jumped in before I could speak. Kid had an accident with scissors. Happens all the time, right? Just need to exchange these for fresh bills. 50% will go into her account, 50 into mine. Teaching moment about sharing. Dolores picked up one of the cut 20s, examined it carefully. Sir, did you cut this money? Keith puffed up his chest. I was making a point about equal distribution. Visual learning for children. Very effective parenting technique. Dolores set down the bill and picked up her phone. I need to make a call. This will just take a moment. Keith laughed. Really? For some damaged bills? This is ridiculous customer service. We spend good money here. Within 10 minutes, 2 men in suits walked into the bank. Not local police. Actual Secret Service agents. The taller one, Agent Ryan, examined the bills while the shorter one, Agent Cole, started asking questions. Sir, are you aware that willfully destroying U.S. as a currency is a federal crime under Title 18, Section 333? Keith's face went white. What? No, that's not. I was teaching my daughter about sharing. Agent Cole pulled out a notepad. Your daughter, sir? Lily's my kid from before, I said quietly. We've been married 3 months. Agent Ryan looked up from the bills. So you destroyed your stepdaughter's money. Money that legally belongs to her. That's destruction of property and destruction of federal currency. 2 separate crimes. Keith started stammering. But I was teaching her about family contributions. Kids shouldn't hoard money. It's not healthy. Agent Cole raised an eyebrow. Sir, teaching children to share doesn't involve destroying legal tender. That's a federal offense punishable by fines and up to 6 months in prison. Plus, this appears to be theft and destruction of a minor's property. I can't go to prison for cutting some paper, Keith practically shouted. This is insane. You're all insane. Agent Ryan pulled out handcuffs. Sir, you just admitted to federal crimes in front of multiple witnesses. We're placing you under arrest. Keith turned to me, his face purple. I watched the purple drain from his face like someone pulled a plug. Agent Ryan had the handcuffs out and Keith's wrists were behind his back before he could finish whatever excuse he was trying to sputter. He kept saying it was all wrong, that he was teaching Lily about being part of a family, about responsibility.